you want to learn how to use Facebook stories for business? Well, in this video, I'm going to be teaching you everything you need to know to actually start getting results with Facebook stories. And also I'm going to share with you an example so you can see exactly what it is that I'm talking about. All right. So you definitely want to stick with me all the way through this video so you don't miss anything. Now, my name is Rakeem Addison, and if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Also, tick that bell icon if you want to learn how to build a long, sustainable business that will give you the freedom you deserve. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and minimize my camera, and we're going to jump right into the content. All right, so now that my camera is minimized, you can see that I'm here on Facebook. So to start out, I want to show you how you would actually even create a story, all right? And then we're going to jump into the actual strategy. All right, so here we go. So what you want to do is you want to come up to here where it says create posts. All right, now from this particular part right here, you can see right here, there's two options. You can either do a news feed post or you can do a story. So in this case, if we were to post a story, I would click on your story. And then whatever I, start typing here, and let's say, for instance, I want to do an emoji or whatever it is, I could do that. But I've found that the best way to actually, to use stories and really make them pop is to do it on your phone, which I'm about to get on my phone here in a minute. So just bear with me. But I do want to show you, one of the posts that I actually did today. Now, I've been actually, testing stories for quite some time. I would say in the last month and a half, 2 months, and it's been consistently generating results. Now, that has come with consistency. Right? That's one tip I want to give you right off the bat. You have to do it consistently. Now, if you're not, maybe you're not doing it every day, right? Maybe you do it every other day, right? Or every other 2 days, or whatever you choose. Just be consistent with what you're doing. All right. All right. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my story from today. All right. So you can see right here, it says your story. So I'm going to click on this and I'm going to show you the data. All right, so I'm going to step away. All right, so you can see right here, right? It says this free hack boosts your credit score. Okay, so this is me, right? Seeing who's going to actually bite on this. Now, I want you to pay attention to over here where it says 86 people saw that story, right? So look at all these people that saw the story. And then you can see I put the fire, the little fire emojis on there or stickers. And you can see people are engaging with the story. Boom, boom. We got the fire, right? And then you got other people that are just taking a look. They're trying to figure out, okay, what is this? Right? People are nosy naturally. You know what I mean? So people are looking at this, but that's over 80 people going to check out what it is that I have there. Now, keep in mind, this is something, if you guys have been subscribed to me, then I did a video on this recently, right? So I actually use the method to actually, bring people from Facebook over to my YouTube channel. But this can still be applied to anything. Like if you have a free ebook, or you have a video series, or whatever it is that you have, right? I'm going to show you how you can give a call to action to get people to say yes. All right, so this is my offer, right? Let's just say that this is the offer. This free hack boosts your credit score. So now they see this, and then they see my little, my little thing that Facebook allows us to do. It's pretty cool in my honest opinion. But yeah, this is what they see. And then now, if I go over to the next story, it says, want access to the credit hack free of charge. So right off the bat, you can see over here, 5 people said yes. Okay, so that's 5 people saying yes to whatever it is that I just offered them. So even though I'm actually sending them over to a YouTube video, and I'll show you what I pretty much did in a minute, but even though I'm sending them to a YouTube video, you could use this for anything if you get creative. And that's what I found with Facebook stories. Like when you get creative, you can really start to drive some traffic to a lot of different things that you're doing. I've seen people actually drive traffic to webinars, right? I've drove traffic to my YouTube channel multiple different times using different strategies. It's all about the creativeness. All right. And then so now let's go to the next thing. So what do we do next? So now that I have 5 people who have said yes to me, what do I do? So in my case, my call to action is my YouTube video. The YouTube video I did a couple of days ago, right? So all I have to do is, and I'm going to show you on mobile. On mobile, there's a little arrow that you can click that shows up right here. So if I click the arrow, it literally takes me into Messenger, so I can literally send them that YouTube video saying something like, here's the credit hack that you requested, with their name. Boom. And then there's the YouTube video, which is exactly what I did today for all these people that you see here, which is 5 people that said yes. Now, this has quite a little bit more time, about 4 more hours until it expires. But until then, more and more people can say yes. So that's a way for me to drive traffic over to my YouTube channel, or to your cheat sheet, or to your your case study, or whatever it is, your webinar. You can get extremely creative with this. And as I said in the beginning, you also want to be consistent. You don't want to always be pitching and doing promotions, right? Of course, you can hop on there. You can share some milestones that you're hitting. I actually shared when I hit 450 uploads on YouTube. I also shared, little milestones that I'm doing, like when I'm running, right? When I'm actually, doing my workouts and I'm hitting, like milestones, all these different things. Because what I found is that Facebook stories is kind of like giving people the behind the scenes. So they don't necessarily want to see all about business, right? You may give them a motivational tip. You may give them, like what I did the other day, where I actually showed them what I cooked for dinner, right? So it's giving people into your life. It's really no different than doing Facebook marketing, like as if you're doing posts or Facebook lives or traction marketing, right? It's really the same thing, but you're giving people more into you. That's my take on it. All right. So now, like I said, I sent them all the video, right? So now I took people from Facebook and brought traffic onto my YouTube channel. So all of the people that are on my Facebook are not subscribed to my YouTube channel. So now YouTube loves when you bring people from another platform onto their platform. So that's helping my channel, right? So that right there is powerful. Now, the next thing is if I hit over, then you can see over here, now I'm sharing a milestone, exactly what it is that I just told you guys that you could actually do. Let me go back here. Okay, so boom, there's the milestone, right? Me sharing something from a software I use called Morning Fame, right? Where they had some milestones. Boom, these are the different things that you can do. Like if you don't necessarily, post all the time on Facebook, you can start using stories to actually show people what it is that you're doing, your progress, right? So honestly, I'm really starting to love Facebook stories, because this is a fast way for you to drive traffic. Because a story, as soon as your story goes up, right, people might see the story and start looking at it. And I'm telling you, I average anywhere between 80 to 100 people viewing my stuff almost every single time. So as you can see, this one has 45 viewers. But if we go back, this one had 72 viewers. And then the first one, that had 86 viewers. I think the highest amount of viewers I had is over 200. I think it was over 220 or 230 people that actually viewed it. And I remember that one actually being a business, I guess you would consider a business story. Right? So it is powerful, and you can drive traffic quickly. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is show you over on my phone. So hopefully it hasn't actually clicked off. Okay. So now we're going to go over to my phone. All right. So now I'm going to go onto Facebook on my phone, and I'm going to show you what it looks like on the phone. So hopefully my phone doesn't start acting up, because sometimes it likes to do that. All right, so here we go. So here's my story, and this is how it looks actually on the mobile. So now, boom, I can see all those 86 viewers. And as I was saying, anytime somebody says anything, I could actually click right there and say, hey man, thanks for viewing the story. Or if that was the person that actually, said yes to the offer that I gave, I could literally just click on it. I don't know why that keeps popping up. So like, let's just use this. So for the person that said yes, boom, I can click on that and then actually just type to them what it is that they want. Just think about how powerful that is. lead magnets, case studies, webinars that you're doing, all of these different things for you to build your list. And if you do what you need to do on the back end, such as email marketing or whatever it is that you're doing, you could actually turn these people into paying customers. In my case, I used it for YouTube to drive traffic. That's what most of the time, that's what I use it to do. But as I see the power of it, I'm like, man, this could really be powerful. All right, so let's back out. All right, so this is what it looks like. But now, how do you actually do the posting? I think the posting on here is better because on desktop, you see I didn't have many options to do a lot of things. But if I go to create a story, right, and I say, okay, let's actually, let's say I wanted to post my running stuff, right? Let's say I wanted to post this. Well, I can go to stories. I can put the little fire symbol, right? Move the fire symbol where I want it. Right, I can go add something else. So if I want to add a poll to this, right, and I want to ask them a question, I could literally click on poll, right, and just say, hey, how many miles do you run a week? Do you run per week? Right, and then I could just leave it like that, right? I can change. Let me see if I should change the color to that. That'll probably be a lot better. Okay, so it's not allowing me to change I guess the color pattern, for this is probably not that great. But like usually when I would do it, I would probably put, let me take this to the trash can real quick. Okay, so yeah, back to this. So you can add many different things. You can add the location, a GIF, an event, right? You can add multiple different things to make your stuff stand out. So you remember I used this on the one that I did today. So I could say, yes, right? I hit another milestone or whatever, right? And it makes it stand out. That's what gets people to actually click, right? Because if it looks boring, nobody's gonna click, right? And I've had some boring ones and I've had very low viewers on it, okay? So it's all about making it look creative. And then what I would do is I would hit share story, but another thing that I like to do, let me discard this one and then I'm gonna go to polls. So after I give my offer, the next thing is where I give the call to action. So I say, like I did earlier, I said, who here wants the credit hack, right? And then I go, okay, boom. So now you can see there's color with it, right? So now if I click out of this, it'll bring me up with color. So I can change the color, right? Make it stand out. I like to use red, and you guys, if you see most of my thumbnails, I like to use red because red catches the eye quicker than any color out there, right? So I actually like using this, right, or this, or something that's real bright because I want to catch the eye. I want them to click through. And once they click through, then they can either say yes or they can say no, right? And that's why I feel like it's powerful because it kind of gets rid of the people who don't really want what it is that you're putting out there. Because I've had people say, a lot of people say yes, but I've also had people that say no because they just don't want the actual offer. So I'm telling you guys, Facebook stories is powerful. I love YouTube, but now I have another way to drive traffic over to my YouTube channel. And you could use this, as I said, with anything, case studies, webinars, whatever it is that you're trying to drive traffic to. I'm telling you, if you start to see this as a behind the scenes type of thing, I don't know why that keeps happening. Let me actually close this off. Okay, so if you actually start to use this in a way like this, a behind the scenes, and then from time to time do some promotions, you don't want to spam, right, with anything. You don't want to do any spamming. You want to use it sparingly and then mix it up. And then when you're doing your stories, you can even add these it's some little cool like videos. Sometimes I see people have like motion, like people in motion on their stories, which is pretty cool. And I'm still learning it. Right, so I'm just, I'm finding my way with it, but I'm finding that you can get a lot of people looking at what you're doing with stories, probably way more than an actual regular post or even nowadays a Facebook Live. So I'm telling you guys, you definitely want to look into stories and let me know down below in the comments if you're going to, try some stories out after watching this video, because I can assure you, if you stay consistent and you actually start to, implement what I'm sharing with you here in this video, you can start to drive traffic to anything that you want, all right? So hopefully you got some value from this video, and if you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Also, drop me a comment down below letting me know if this was helpful or valuable. And if you want to learn my #1 recommended way to earn online, go ahead and use the first link in the description to get started. I have my contact details and all of that below, so if you have any questions, let me know. So with that being said, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace.